This is more about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic set back in the summer of this year. Samuel Pepys here again. The CDC is now officially recommending masks for all students this fall. Who would dare to oppose this? They are the authority, the science. They say it is necessary because of the number of people who have not been vaccinated, plus the virulence of the virus variants. I remain steadfastly opposed. Epidemic talk is now all over the map. It's scattershot. There is, yes, masks work, and no, they do not work. And also, as they are used, especially by kids, they are very unsanitary. Today, I heard about a third Pfizer shot, which results in 5 times the protection against the variants. Cases continue to rise, said to be mainly among those not vaccinated. I hear the numbers. Basically, I ignore them. There have been protests by American athletes and coaches at the Olympics. Protests against America. The issue seems clear to me. America is far from perfect compared to composed of many factions and filled with trouble, much of it centered on poverty and some on race. But if someone objects to living here because it is so terrible, where else do they intend to go? And what do they think they will find there? And what in fact will they find? And why do so many want to come here? I like the constant pressure to make the country better. But then, exactly what is better? The social improvements I hear do not address the very real problems I was going to say face, but we do not face them. I suppose that is the biggest problem. We would rather go on about how awful it was in Washington on January 6th and get all righteously upset about that. What a terrible country this is. I've really misled myself into believing that writing is vital and badly needed by our society. This, coming from reading 2 books, Living by Fiction by Annie Dillard and Literary Life by Larry McMurtry. Dillard, a near mystic, says that novel writers are as crucial to humanity as explorers and scientists. McMurtry, I am almost at a loss for words. In the first place, I'm quite sure he died earlier this year. The book is written by an older person. It wanders, has short, choppy chapters, and a very calm, steady warmth. He wrote, "In old age, one writes, if at all, what one can." He calls himself a minor writer. He who wrote The Last Picture Show, Terms of Endearment, Lonesome Dove, and over 40 other books. He gave his life to writing, books, screenplays, and collecting books. I'm sorry he's gone, and I'm damn glad he was here. I say he is a fine example of what a writer might aspire to be. But I began by saying that these two have misled me, and they have. Reading them, I can believe that writing is important and has a place in human endeavor, even a primacy of place. But everything I encounter in the world about me tells me otherwise. People I admire do not read. They don't have time for it. Writing, for people like me, is an old itch, and no one I know, no one I am aware of, cares for it at all. Its value? Little or nothing. At most, it's an accessory, a doodad. The policy of mandatory masks is spreading. Many large corporations, Google and Disney, are requiring masks indoors. I think it's madness. The field mouse is now offering $100 to whoever gets the vaccine. That's more madness. In public, Fancy Bulldozy called a person who refused the vaccine is a moron. So there you have it, official condemnation right from the top. Object to the vaccine? Hey, you're a moron. I had a book called The F Word, a scholarly compendium, a dictionary of all the uses, combinations, many of them from the military, of the F word. While I found it interesting, it was not exactly what I'd call reading material, and I only got about as far as bumfuck Egypt before I stopped. But it remains of some interest to me that language would contain such a word and expand it over so great an area. They say the Eskimos have 40 words for snow. I say, look at the spread we have with the F word. I think no other word is as versatile. Nationally and locally, mask requirements are rolling out. Our county has moved back to the color orange. I'd forgotten about the colors. Also, for the fall, students, teachers, and staff will all be wearing masks. The experts are saying that the variants in the unvaccinated are causing this. Comparing our situation to other countries where the Delta variant is present, they expect the number of cases to rise sharply. I'm not looking forward to that. Another committee, this one a Senate committee, says the IRS has to turn over all of the trumpets' tax returns. They say they have sound legal reasons behind this demand. The sound legal reasons are that they hate the trumpet and they want to tarnish him and destroy him beyond all rescue. This is what the federal government is busy doing. All the other things they could be doing, the sick economy, repairing infrastructure, reviving education, doing anything about immigration, that isn't as important, not even close, as this, burying the trumpet. He's their vampire. They want to drive that wooden stake into his heart. That other stuff can wait.